What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday morning wake up call. Good morning. It's John Bevelak, local owner of the property shop, and I am here with your weekly real estate marketing tip and strategy. And this week, I wanted to switch things up a little bit. We've been talking a lot about lead generation, getting leads coming in, and the next step is the follow up. And I'm sure you guys have heard the phrase before, the fortunes in the follow up, not only in the real estate business, just in sales in general. So this week I put together a 4-step system to help you guys. I mean, there's a lot of aspects to follow up, but this in particular system is going to help you guys prevent getting canceled on, because right now, whether you're doing Zoom meetings or some places are open to face-to-face, whether either situation, the system's pretty much the same. So before we get into that, I do want to invite you guys to, if you like my channel, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Subscriptions give me so much more feedback and opportunity to make this channel better, give you guys content that you really need. And this actual particular episode is based on feedback that I've been getting from people. So let's talk about this follow-up system, right? I mean, how many times have you guys had a lead come in off your marketing? You're excited, like, man, I got this buyer wants to meet with me. You set a great appointment, you feel good about it, and then you show up to the house and it's a no-show, or you're on your way. They call you and say, hey, man, I can't meet with you, and they cancel for one reason or another. And probably the most frustrating part of the business and discouraging part, because you're just like, man, I put all this time and momentum into getting this appointment, and I got canceled on. So it happens. Water on the bridge. You got to do what you got to do, and get back on the horse, and keep continuing to follow up on your leads. But there are some ways to prevent this. So this system I'm going to talk about right now is going to really help you guys plant the seed at the first initial contact with the lead. And really, that's where psychologically you guys can win the game to avoid the cancellation. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right now. I'm going in the circle right now. I'm in the head circle. So let's see, which helps because my hair is crazy. So you guys can't see my hair as much. Anyway, so this is the 4-step system I was telling you guys with. So whether you have, if you guys are still doing the follow-up yourself, that's great. So if you're a standalone agent, you're still doing follow-up calls, you're doing appointment set. This script system and system itself will work for you. But if you have a bigger team and you guys have employed, you have an inside sales agent and an outside sales agent team, you'll see the terminology in there to show you how to differentiate. So we're going to talk about this as if you have an inside sales agent, somebody following up for you, making the initial lead contacts. So number one, when the inside sales agent, before they hang up the phone after booking the appointment, you really want to set the tone on what your unique selling proposition is and why they initially called. Maybe they called off a report that you guys are promoting, or top 5 best buys in a particular sub-market. You really want to use that piece of information they called about and make it so tantalizing and juicy that they're not going to want to miss this appointment. Because really, what the key to this is creating a fear of loss. Like any other sale, a buyer in this particular situation, we're talking about buyers in a sense, their fear is missing out on the perfect home. So we want to hone in on that and make sure that if they don't meet with me, they're gonna miss that perfect dream home, or that foreclosure opportunity that they're going to make a ton of money on, or just whatever it is that's getting them that got them to raise their hand initially. We want to hone in on that. So yeah, again, here's the script. Okay, we're looking forward to seeing you tomorrow at 6 p.m. You guys have already kind of generally got a sense of their criteria. Again, when we get together, we'll go over your exact home buying criteria and review some of these homes together to make sure you'll not be missing out on homes that would be perfect for you. So there it is right there. We don't want you to miss out on the perfect home. So are you talking to the prospect? Are you ready to see the kind of deal that you can get? And instead of using the word deal, bring it back to what they called about. Are you ready to see what kind of foreclosure deal that we can really make money on? Are you ready to see the townhomes in Saratoga County that are just, perfect for you, that are near the track, that are near the mountains, or whatever it is that their home buying criteria is, focus in on that and make sure you're planting that seed. So right after that seed's planted, you're gonna if you have an ISA or if you're making the call themselves, you're going to want to thank him. Mr. Smith, it was a pleasure spending a couple minutes on the phone with you, discussing your home buying criteria. We're looking forward to meeting again at 6 o'clock to take down your exact buying criteria so you can start receiving priority access to all these new hot listings that are going to be hitting on the market in your area. And again, there's no obligation to ever buy a home. So you guys are, honing in on there's no obligation, and we're not asking you for anything. Okay? So having that email address is key. So making sure, more than likely, if they're an internet lead, you're going to have their email address anyway. But if it's a phone-in lead or something that came off a direct mail piece, getting that email is crucial, because from the time of setting the appointment, if the appointment's on Monday at 6 o'clock and you set the appointment on Thursday, then you're going to want email drips going out to these people. And if you have the opportunity, getting some sort of direct mail piece out to them as well is just more reinforcement. Whether it's a handwritten letter or some sort of postcard with your stats or USP on it, get that out to them. Make sure you've got some content for a steady email drip that's going to go out to them daily before the appointment. Okay, and then number 3. Between booking the appointment and having these emails and these direct mail pieces dripping on them, you're going to want to have this. This is where having a partner or somebody else making the call back to them to say, hey, Mr. Smith, I was just assisting Lisa, my partner, in preparing for our meeting on Monday at 6 o'clock. I wanted to double check your general criteria. It doesn't have to be Lisa. I just put Lisa in there because it was one of the agents I was working with at the time when I wrote this. Wanted to double check some of your general criteria. There's over 10,000 homes for sale on any given day. Right now, it's a little light. I think we're around 7,500, but that's due to market conditions. But letting people know that there's thousands and thousands of homes out there, they could miss out on the great deal. Again, we're going back to that fear of loss. We just want to make sure you're getting priority access to the best homes for you. It appears there's several homes that are below market, so getting emails on these listings by the minute they hit the market will allow you to beat out buyers on these homes. We'll see you again on Monday. Okay, great. Thanks, John, for calling. We're looking forward to the meeting. And then if something changes at that point, then you can reel them back in. If they're like, yeah, my wife and I thought about it. We're gonna wait, or we can't make it on Monday. At least at this point, and now you can tailor a different kind of close to maybe rebook the appointment, or if they're still on for it, then they're going to be like, oh, great, this is perfect. Like, we're really looking forward to having that opportunity to meet with you on Monday to talk about more detail our home buying criteria. Number 4, this is where if you have an outside sales rep, or obviously if you're doing it yourself, you're just calling back, hey, it's John with the property shop, just calling to remind you I'm coming over to your house today. Monday at 6 o'clock to take down exact home buying criteria. This way I'll be able to get daily updates of the best homes for sale. I'll see you then. Keep it simple. A lot of agents they feel like they want to build rapport, or they want to go for the hard sell and say, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm coming over with an exclusive buyer agreement or agency disclosure. Like, don't do that. I know there's a couple trains of thoughts, a couple philosophies on giving a hard close before an appointment like that. I don't believe in that. I think that getting the appointment, demonstrating a value through your presentation is a way better strategy than trying to hard close somebody over the phone. So, and then if you're there, you've got such a better opportunity with whether it's via Zoom or face to face to put that buyer presentation or listing presentation in front of them and be able to demonstrate value. It just ties up the close at the end so much easier than trying to get them on a hard sell over the phone. So, the point of this is the day of the appointment, keep it simple. Don't talk about signing anything. Keep on that message of we've got the homes, we've got stuff that's not available. And that's really you guys having a network within your office or within your company and having different inventory that they can't get online, because let's face it, I mean, everybody can go to Zillow and send you a list of properties that they want to see. Your goal is to say, hey, I can show you them and more. We have short sales, corporate owned homes, HUD homes, for sale by owners, expireds, divorce. There's so many different avenues you guys can go to show them that you've got a different kind of inventory that's going to allow them to not miss out on that perfect opportunity. So that's really it. It's creating that fear of loss on things on the perfect house that they really want, and tying that fear of loss into this follow-up system will get you guys a better chance of not getting canceled on. And as you perfect this, you and track this stuff, like start using this system and script, and then start seeing the difference in your show up ratio when you're tracking your leads. So I hope this was helpful, guys. Again, if you're loving the content, please hit the subscribe button. If you're not liking it, tell me what you don't like. Let's try to make it better. And if you guys have any questions on this, one last thing, I'm gonna have this PDF in the button on the Monday morning wake up call where it normally lives. You'll see the download this 4-step system, and you guys can take this, use this, have fun with it, give me some feedback on how it works, and please subscribe. Talk to you guys next week, and enjoy the long weekend.